Hey guys, this is my a new type of video that I'll be doing. I'll be doing some wrestling videos as well to go along with my NFL stuff. And this is my WWE Hell in a Cell review. I couldn't watch it live last night because I had work this morning, so I had to get up for that. But I just finished watching it now. I'm currently watching the Eagles-Panthers game from last night as well. So that's interesting. 7-0 to the Panthers. I want to basically see if they can stay undefeated as well. But yeah, the pay-per-view, it was honestly, it was amazing. It was one of the best pay-per-views I've seen in a while. There's always a couple matches, per pay-per-view that I'm not interested in at all. But so the first match was John Cena, who came out to do his US Open Championship challenge, basically, and Alberto Del Rio came out. That was just, I love that, because I mean, when he was in WWE the first time, I wasn't a huge fan, but just when you have someone who's that good, and it's not an expected return, that was just so good to see. So then the match was, going back and forth. It was a really good match. And then I was still expecting maybe John Cena to win, but I did have a feeling that Alberto Del Rio would have a great chance, and Del Rio won. So Del Rio is the new US champion, which I'm totally happy with. I mean, there's a lot of rumors that John Cena is going to take a break for a while from the WWE, so obviously that's the reason why he's lost. But yeah, what a great match to begin the pay-per-view with. And the second match of the night was actually like my favorite match of the night. It was insane. It was the Hell in a Cell match between Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is, I don't like the guy, but I do actually enjoy watching him like wrestle, or if it's like Raw or a pay-per-view, whenever he's on the screen, like I'm never really bored. So yeah, and Roman Reigns is like my second favorite wrestler, so that was, obviously I wanted Roman to win, but I was just looking for a great match because neither of them had ever been in a Hell in a Cell before. And it was one of the best matches I've seen in a while. It was amazing. They were kicking out of like finishers, being put through tables. There was 3 tables that were smashed through. Just insane. And then matches going back and forth. Bray Wyatt gets like these, I can't remember what they're called now. These are like stick things, that obviously you smash someone with. And he was putting them in the rope near basically, where you have like the corner rope, and he's basically putting it like basically attaching it to the rope, and it was like he had one on the top rope and then one on like the middle rope, and he tried to throw Roman Reigns into it. Roman Reigns reversed it, pushed Bray Wyatt into it, ran against the ropes, and then speared Bray Wyatt for the win. 1, 2, 3. So that was amazing. Then we had like the tag teams match, which the New Day won against the Dudley Boys, which I'm happy about because I quite like the New Day. Then it was the Divas match. I don't give a fuck, to be honest. I didn't watch it. I ran on the match. Wasn't interested. Couldn't care less who won. It was what's her face? Charlotte, the Divas champion, who retained against Nikki Bella. Great, big deal. I mean, there's actually like 2 divas that I do really like, and I'd love to see one of them as Divas champion, which is Paige or Sasha Banks. Especially Sasha Banks, I think she's amazing. But they're going along with this Charlotte thing at the minute. So yeah. And then there was the Seth Rollins, Yeah, by the way, for people who don't know, I have to say Seth Rollins with like an American accent. I can't say Seth Rollins. It just sounds, it doesn't sound good. It just sounds silly saying his name like that. So yeah, that's why I say Seth Rollins. Um, he was defending the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Kane, and he retained the belt and won. Which, to be honest, like it was, I kind of didn't know like who I wanted to win because Kane is going to probably retire soon, and would it be great if he had one last title reign? Yes, but he's not like the most interesting person to watch. So, and then Seth, Seth is basically, arguably, in my opinion, like the best wrestler in WWE. I mean, some of his moves are just like off the charts, insane. But then, and I do actually quite like him. It's just obviously his character, like there's different characters that badasses will have, and he's like the really wimpy one. And it's just like, I just wish they would build some of his wins up more and have him win more, win matches properly, basically. But yeah, he retained the title with a pedigree to Kane. Then there was the Intercontinental title match. Probably my most hated person in WWE at the minute is Ryback. When that guy talks, it just goes through me. I just literally want to turn TV off. Just can't stand the guy with his feed me more, feed me. It's like, mate, okay, great. So, and I really don't like Kevin Owens. I think he's terrible on the mic. I mean, he's a good wrestler, but, and just his beard, mate. It's like, what, like, seriously. Or like non-beard. So I don't really like either of them, but I wanted Kevin Owens to retain the Intercontinental title, and he did. So yeah, that was good. And then obviously the match everyone wanted to watch, Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. In a lot of people's eyes, it would be the best match of the night. It was great. Both men were bleeding, but Brock Lesnar was bleeding like insanely. He just all over his face. It was pretty grim actually. But yeah, the match was just going back and forth, throwing each other into like this, the Hell in a Cell cage, and then hitting each other with chairs and everything, the steel stairs, and then Brock Lesnar hit like one F5, Undertaker kicks out, hits another F5 straight away, Undertaker kicks out, and then it took a while for Undertaker to like eventually do something. And he hit a tombstone, Brock kicked out, and then for those who obviously like watch wrestling, and at SummerSlam when when the Undertaker beat Brock Lesnar and he basically did a low blow punch, basically Brock Lesnar returned the favor, hit the Undertaker with a low blow as the Undertaker did like his sign like that, goes like that, and then Brock Lesnar sitting down, he just low blows him, and just then gets up, F5, 1, 2, 3, Brock Lesnar wins. And then was the most annoying thing in the world, right? Undertaker just like couldn't get up. He's like beyond nearly dead. So he finally gets up after like 5 minutes, just lying on the floor. And then like the Wyatt family comes out. So there's Bray Wyatt, Eric Rowan, Luke Harper, and Braun Strowman, and they just come out and start destroying the Undertaker. And it's just like, really? Like really, like I've seen this shit before. I don't want to see Undertaker and Bray Wyatt again. Like I've seen it, and now with all this like big guys, the Wyatt family involved, it's like, what are you trying to achieve? I don't get it. No, it's just that really bothered me, to be fair. But anyway, the pay-per-view itself was amazing. The matches were really good. I didn't know what to expect. Obviously, Hell in a Cell matches are always pretty good. But yeah, it definitely surprised me, the level of quality, and having Del Rio back was amazing. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll keep doing some videos like this. So see you guys soon. Bye.